chairs. Tapi salah satu chairnya. Okay, next one, number 8. Number 8. Pamela needs a new school bag, so she refers to Pamela, ya. Pamela, yes. Number 9. Oke, Mbak. Driving license is important since you cannot drive without driving license. Okay, number 10. Yes, Sam hates jogging in the morning, but I like jogging. Jadi sebenarnya penggunaan pronoun di dalam sentence ini adalah untuk to avoid the redundant, ya, untuk menghindari kata-kata yang sama, jadi berlebihan di dalam sentence. That's why we use pronoun. Okay, the next one, fill in the correct pronoun and underline the antecedent. One has been done for you as an example. For example, each of the men wants to be his own boss. Jadi yang mana sebenarnya antecedent di sini? Yang mana pronounnya? Nah, dari nomor 1. Each of the men wants to be his own boss. Each of the men wants to be his own boss. Yes. Each of the men, and then antecedentnya itu adalah each of the men, and then yang pronounnya adalah his, ya, pronounnya adalah his. Oke, coba nomor 2. Nomor 2, Cecil. Oke, Mbak. Cecil posted her letter yesterday morning. Yes, correct. So her di sini adalah refers to Cecil. Yes, correct. Number 3. Number 3. The committee is trying to recognize blah blah board of the organization. There? Are you sure? The committee is trying to reorganize. The committee is, yes, the committee is trying to recognize its board of organization. Karena itu committee ini adalah salah satu yang tadi collective nouns itu, collective pronouns. Jadi kita harus menggunakan is atau singular helping verb. Okay, next one, number 4. The building on this street will be destroyed soon. The building. It was built in 1975. Yes. Next one. Someone left blah 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 rings in the toilet. Someone. Yes. Someone itu singular kan? Someone itu always singular, and then biasanya kalau kita mau menggunakan pronoun, kita bisa menggunakan his or her. Ya, his or her. Jadi kita pilih salah satu. Next one. The Jordan government calls blah 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 ambassadors. The Jordan government calls, yes, its ambassador, yes. Number 9. On the 6 o'clock news, a policeman described blah 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 illegal assistance to a smuggler. Yes, his ya. Karena yang mau di refer adalah si policeman-nya. Number 10. Number 10, the room was so cold that no one took off. Ini sama dengan number 7 tadi. Number 10 sama jawabannya dengan number 7. The room was cold that no one. Yes, his atau her jacket. Right, correct. Very good. Next one, let's see another example. Language in use. Analyzing pronoun errors. Some of the sentences below contain errors in pronoun, others are correct. And then we need to revise if that incorrect sentence. But then if it's correct, just say it's correct. Number 1 already done. One of the dogs I have called brown because their atau its hair is brown. Jadi jawabannya itu sebenarnya adalah its hair is brown. Number 2. Coba number 2. Yang mana kira-kira yang salah dan apakah kita perlu Yes, jadi her ini kan singular, jadi tidak mungkin. Jadi yang mau di refer adalah si Jessica and Harold. That's why we use their friends. Okay, number 3. The society gave their members freedom to speak in front of the forum. Jadi, the society, yes, the society gave their member freedom to gave its member. Ya, jawabannya adalah its. Number 4. Yes, where no one expected us because my sister and I. Yaitu we jadi us. Okay, number 5. My cats liked to play with their, ya, karena itu my cats, dia plural. Jadi kalau plural kita harus menggunakannya, mengubahnya menjadi their kittens. Okay, number 6. Yes, everybody showed his or her anger. Number 7. Some special socks are important because they're the country doesn't produce them. Yes, karena kita mau refer ke special socks-nya ya. Number 8. Yes, after a long tiring debate, the jury read its final, his final decision atau her final decision. Okay. The next one, number 9. The president and the Ministry of Economic were accused of Yes, jadi itu benar ya, of their contribution. Number 10. It's correct, yes. Okay, I guess you guys already understand about this one. So let's move on to our next topic. I'm gonna leave this one here. And then the unit 3, Unit 3, the Unit 1 we want to develop. Unit 2 we haven't got any idea about our topic. And then in Unit 3, how to write a close composition. Close composition here means close composition means a composition where you have no choice as your topic. No choice, it means you are given. You have to write based on the topic determined by others. It means someone gives you the topic and then you have to write by your own self. Okay, and then how to do so? Some strategies to write close composition. We need to understand the question first, and then know what the question is asking you to do. And then after that, you organize your own idea in a piece of paper, and then be sure you write an adequate information to your topic. Jadi harus punya topik yang informasi kamu itu harus benar-benar ada yang cukup gitu untuk menulis sebuah komposisi essay. Number 4, use vocabulary that you familiar with. Some people like use a very difficult vocabulary just to show that they know English, but then actually when they write and then when someone asks them, they don't really understand when to use that word and then when not to use that word. So just use familiar vocabulary. Okay, and the next one, restate the question or the statement with your own words. Kita state lagi, tapi dengan kata-kata kita, tidak boleh dengan kata-kata yang dari buku yang sounds like it's not yours. And then double check for your mistake. Double check the grammar, the spelling, and then the writing stuff. Okay, and then coba dibaca. Oh, in grammar focus we have transitional expression. It means it's very essential to make coherent writing. Coherent means berkesinambungan ya, jadi nggak jumble dia. Nggak jumble. Jadi transitional expressions are words and phrases that point out the exact relation between one idea and to another, and one sentence to another. Without transitional expression, di paragraf itu mungkin bakalan confusing sama others. Jadinya mereka itu maksud paragraf ini apa ya? Jadi to avoid this kind of thing, we need to write with the transitional expression. Coba kita baca yang coba yang dibaca ada satu orang yang pakai itu, yang dari Anita sampai her house. Ada yang bisa baca? Oke, Mbak. Oke, coba yang dari itu. Can you follow the paragraph above easily? Bisa nggak dimengerti paragrafnya? Anita has many things to do at her weekend. Okay, she cooks some foods for her breakfast. She washes her dresses. She goes to library. Everything you can understand, but then it's not really, it's not good to hear, ya. It's not a good, nggak enak kedengarannya, but we can do that in a better way. Coba dibaca yang sentence yang kedua, paragraf kedua. Satu orang? Yes. Anita? Ya, jadi di sini kita menggunakan transitional expression ya. Yang pertama itu adalah kita bikin first, yes, and then the next one we can even though, and then second, and finally. Jadi dia tuh ada step by stepnya. Jadi lebih enak kedengarannya waktu membaca esai kita juga kita harus menggunakannya. Jadi kita tidak menulis jumble gitu. Satu sentence ini, satu sentence itu, ya. So we need to use our transitional expression. Oke, macam-macam transitional expression we can see here. Yang pertama, we can use to add. If we want to add something, and then we can use also and then as well. Besides, for example, Sue is pretty. In addition, she is very clever. Jadi dia itu kita mau di sentence ini we want to add more about si Sue ini. Kualitinya itu apa aja. And then furthermore, the test is held in the evening. Yes, furthermore, the test is held in the evening. And then if we want to compare something, we also use also as well, both in the same way. Contohnya, in the same way, plan gives excellent service. The next one, similarly, living in a rural area is more pleasant. We also have to contrast if we want to contrast something. Although, be that as it may, but even though, however, in contrast, and so on. For example, on the other hand, discussion will take time. In contrast, cities provide many more exciting places. Jadi, kata-kata ini kita bisa gunakan to showing contrast. And the next one, we also have to concede a point atau to emphasize our point. For example, certainly, granted, of course, no doubt, and so on. And then, of course, cities become more populated. Oh, no doubt, electricity drill is more effective. Or to emphasize something, above all, especially, in fact, we can also use in an example for number one. Above all, being a teacher is a respectful. His explanation, indeed, clarifies his previous statement. Or if you want to illustrate something, you can use these certain of this kind of words. For example, one such, yet another. For example, for instance, as an illustration. And then let's see the example. As a case in point, parents are also friends for their children. Atau, as an illustration, they spare their time to chat with their children. Yeah, they spend. As an illustration, they spare their time to chat with children. So that's the types of that's the type if you want to use transitional expression. And then if we want to place something, you can use above, beside, and so on. Dan is standing next to Anne. The children are playing inside the gym. To qualify, we use perhaps. Perhaps Johnson will be at his office. To give reason, as, because, for instance. And then the next one, we also have to show a result, and so, because of this one. You can also see this one in your book page. If you see the screen too fast, and then you can see your book. You can open your book page 4.27 and 4.28. Okay, and then to place in time, the last one, after a while, afterward, at last. So basically, this transitional expression is quite the same with kata keterangan, yeah, adverbial phrase, something, atau conjunction. Jadi bagaimana kita bisa membuat kalimat kita atau esai kita itu lebih enak didengar. Jadi si readersnya itu can catch the meaning like easily. Okay, let's see the example here. Carefully determine the exact relationship between the sentences below. Then choose for the least transitional expression that clearly expresses his relationship and write it in the blank. For example, number one, finally atau at last, the car stopped after it had a victory. Finally atau at last. Yang mana nih jawaban yang benar? Finally atau at last? Finally atau at last? Kira-kira ini, oh akhirnya, the car stopped after it had hit a victory. Atau, oh paling tidak, the car stopped after it had hit a victory. Finally the car stopped. Yes, right? Number 2. Jadi gimana kalau number 2, kira-kira apa yang cocok kita buat? The meeting seems to be longer than expected. Blah blah blah, everybody wants to speak. The meeting seems to be longer than expected. Ini hubungan sebab akibat ya kayaknya. The meeting seems to be longer than expected. Blah blah blah, everybody wants to speak. Because, yes, because everybody wants to speak. Jadi kita mau bikin to give a reason why it happens, ya. Number 3, James never studied. Blah blah blah, he failed in his exam. Oh, this one is if you want to hubungan sebab akibat. James never studied. Akibatnya kita bisa bilang as a result, ya, atau therefore all of the students therefore he failed in the final exam. Number 4, the road is slippery blah 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 during the winter. Okay, when do you need to use moreover? Moreover, yes, moreover during the winter, yeah, especially during a winter, yes. Next one, number 5, Mr. Neville is very nice, blah blah blah, all of the students in my class love her. Sama dengan nomor 3 tadi. Yes, therefore, atau as a result, atau that's why, yeah, that's why all of the students in my class love her. Number 6, I have been sitting here for an hour, blah blah, the bus never comes. To showing contrast. You sit there but then never comes. But, yes, but. Drinking a glass of apple juice, blah, can reduce rheumatic. Yes, kalau misalnya drinking an apple juice, for example, can reduce rheumatic. Yes. Number 8. Blah George grew up in Moscow. He does not speak Russian. Although atau even though, bisa juga even though atau although. Even though I speak in even though I grew up in Taiwan, but I do not speak Taiwanese atau Chinese. Yes. Number 9. First, add some paper into a glass of water. Blah blah, stir it with a hot silver spoon. And then, yes, and then, next one. Julio did not admit his mistake. Blah blah blah, the employer fired him. Therefore, the employer fired him. Makanya atau oleh karena itu si employernya fired him. Okay, is there any question? Any questions about today's topic? All good? Atau susahkah topik hari ini? So far so good. Okay, how about the others? Do you guys have any question atau any suggestion? Atau ada yang mau disampaikan? No? Okay, if you guys have no suggestion atau question, how about last week tugas, homework? Did you finish all of you? Did you upload all of you? Okay, you have time until tonight, I guess, ya. Tonight 23:59. Jadi yang belum disubmit boleh silahkan submit ke LMS, nanti bakalan saya unduh atau di-download dan bakalan saya cek. Alright, any other questions? Any suggestion? If no, then let's call it a day. We finish until here. and then I'm gonna update something for you in LMS, maybe about another homework or just another questions and answer. Okay, please keep updated with your LMS. Okay, so let's call it a day, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for today's class. Goodbye, everybody. Good afternoon. Yeah, bye-bye. Bye. Thank you.